Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I really wanted to share some of the vintage things that I got for Christmas this year, starting with this amazing sewing machine. So I've been wanting a sewing machine for a while and I thought I should get a secondhand one to start with, and then I thought maybe I could find a cool vintage one, and I definitely found an amazing one. So John bought it for me for Christmas and I'm super excited. He bought it quite a few months ago, so I've been eagerly awaiting Christmas so I could start using it. So this is a Singer Genie, and I believe it was like late 60s, early 70s model, which you can probably tell by all of this lovely floral here on the kind of front of it. I love this so much. This is the most perfect sewing machine, I think, for me. Now, eventually I probably will get a newer sewing machine that can do a lot more, but I thought this would be a great one to start, and I will probably still keep this one because it's so cool. So I put it on this desk here in my like craft room that we already had, and then it had this other part. I think it's supposed to be for a monitor, so my vintage sewing box fit there, and then on the dial on the side it also has the pretty floral. I just love it so much. It's so cool. And then on the side here is where you plug in the power and the pedal, and that actually gets stored inside the machine, which I think is super cool. So this part flips down here, and then this part slides out to reveal, you know, the machine that you can use. And then when you flip it over, it has like this little compartment, and that's where you store the pedal and the cords, which I thought was really cool at first, because we looked it over when he first bought it just to make sure everything was good, and we couldn't find the cords, and I was like, I think maybe she forgot to give us the cords for this, because I don't understand. But I looked up online and watched like a tutorial or like somebody doing a review of the machine. So you just open up the compartments, and then the pedal and the cord is in there, which I think is actually kind of cool. And this does have a handle as well on the whole machine. Anyway, I'm just really excited to start using it. I already have some material that I'm going to make some curtains out of, and I'm just very excited. So I'm sure you'll see some of the things I end up making. John also gave me a whole bunch of like vintage sewing supplies. So it was put this big box, and then this big bag filled with like pattern books and stuff and knitting needles, and it's just very sweet of him. So then I got this set of salt and pepper shakers. I believe this is Lefton Mr. Toodles. I'm not sure. These really cute dogs. Very cute. And then I got some vintage Tupperware canisters, which I'm so excited about. I mentioned before, but my mom used to sell Tupperware in the 80s and 90s. And so in the 80s, I think this was very much like 70s colors into early 80s. This is the color that we had, and then later we got some like navy blue, and then my mom's whole kitchen was like navy blue stuff from Tupperware. But these give me major nostalgic vibes, so I've been wanting to switch some things up in my kitchen, and I thought these canisters would go really well with my theme if you've watched my kitchen tour. And then just recently, I'm not sure if I showed it before or not, but I found this yellow canister that matches for only $3. It's pretty dirty and I haven't cleaned it yet, but I thought I'm gonna get that because I knew that John had picked me up these other canisters, and I thought, oh, that would go together well. And so if I stack the orange on top of the brown, they're all kind of the same height. I just think they're really cool. I'm super excited to get into the kitchen and like change some things around once I take down Christmas. And then we'll see, maybe I'll end up collecting or trying to collect some more, but I'll probably do a video of my like updated kitchen once I get everything changed around. And then I also got some Pyrex, which I was excited about. I really like the green Pyrex, like Spring Blossom and Verd, and so these are refrigerator dishes, at least the first two, I believe. I'm not a Pyrex expert by any means. Anyway, so we've got the 3 different dishes. I'm assuming that they were all together sold, so I think they're all refrigerator dishes, but that biggest one there, maybe it isn't, I'm not sure, but basically it's got like the yellow color, then the green color, and then the dark green color, so I think that will match really well with my kitchen as well as with some of the pieces I already have. And then lastly, I've got this beauty piece of Pyrex. This, I'm not sure the official name. I think it's commonly referred to as Pyrex pine cones, but I know there is another different pattern that has pine cones. So anyway, like I said, I'm not a Pyrex expert by any means, but I do know that this was a promotional piece in the early 1960s. I'm not sure the exact year, but I'm going to look this up and pop a photo in if I can find one. But it does have the wrong lid. This isn't the original lid it came with. The original had a knob on the top, but that's fine. It doesn't really bother me. The piece itself is in pretty good condition. The pattern itself is in really great condition. On the very kind of more bottom of the bowl, it does have some scratches and wear. Obviously it's quite old, but you can't really see that when you have it on display anyway. I just think it's super cool and I'm very excited to have it. I believe this also came with a little stand, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna look for a photo to pop in. Okay, I was able to find a photo on Pinterest that I've just kind of cropped so you can see, but you can see what it originally came looking like. This photo even had the original box, and it looks like it was just called a holiday casserole, and it's a cradle, not a stand, is the word I was looking for. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing these things. I'm very excited. We mostly do thrifted gifts for Christmas, so it's kind of fun. We kind of like pick them up all throughout the year, but then by the time Christmas comes, you probably don't remember everything that you're getting, so I don't know, it's just fun. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I did vlog a little over Christmas, so I'm going to post that on Thursday, and then you'll see some of the other things that I got for Christmas as well that were thrifted but not vintage. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.